moment for all of us. Make some noise, Montpellier!
Live fast, live loud, to the max, speed of sound. Shake the room, let the sound erupt, make it
What's up, FISE family? Welcome. Whether you're here on the ground in Montpellier or tuning in from wherever in the world you are right now, you have picked a fantastic weekend to show up. This is FISE, 29 editions so far of the biggest urban sports festival on the planet, right here in the south of France. Sun, street, culture, and the best freestyle athletes in the world on the borders of the River Less. If this is your first time here, we warmly welcome you. And if you've been with us before, you already know what's about to happen. On today's menu, 12 of the best athletes in women BMX Freestyle Park that will show what they're capable of, in the hopes of having their names written in the history books as a Montpellier winner. I think that sets a tone, and I'm going to be honest with you, when these women start throwing down, keeping track of every flip, whip, every spin and rotation, there will be a lot of numbers for one person to handle. So I brought help, a man who doesn't shy away from these type of tricks. He chose most of them himself, one of the most recognizable names in freestyle sports, and a FISE regular himself. Our Willie, Ryan Williams, welcome back to FISE.
Let's go. Stoked to be here. Obviously Montpellier as well. It's one of my favorite contests to be a part of.
I mean, you're pretty much half a Frenchie now.
Oh yeah, sure.
Now let's have a look at this Nissan BMX Freestyle Park built by Hurricane Parks. It's been used this whole weekend so far for all the BMX competitions, the Men's Open, Women's UCI Cups. And we're getting ready for that final. Have you had a chance yet to ride on this course?
Mate, I got to walk around. Unfortunately, the airline lost my bike and my scooter, but I've walked around and it looks beautiful. It's a little tighter than usual and a little bit more technical, but the riders are still getting down on it.
From what I've seen during practice and the semifinals, that one corner with the wall ride, it feels and looks like a roller coaster.
I mean, I'm sure it does feel like that to them as well.
So we have all our riders lining up, getting ready. But if this is your first time watching a UCI BMX Freestyle World Cup, it's going to be a lot of action to unfold. So we have an explainer video coming up that explains what BMX Freestyle is about and what our judging panel will be looking out for.
BMX Freestyle Park is pure commitment in an XXL skate park. Riders perform in a park designed to maximize possibilities. Ramps, boxes, quarters, spines, fun boxes. Every obstacle is an opportunity to create unique lines. But the secret isn't just throwing down big tricks. It's about using the entire skate park. Judges reward riders who can flow from one obstacle to another, exploit every space, and build a run that's both smooth and creative. Each rider gets 2 runs of 1 minute. Only the best run counts for the final ranking. How are they judged? A panel scores each run based on difficulty. The more technical the trick, the higher the score. Amplitude, height, speed, and power. Creativity and originality. Surprising the crowd with unique style. Flow and use of the park. Linking tricks seamlessly and riding the whole course. Control. Because mastery makes the difference. BMX Freestyle Park is a battle of creativity, technique, and adrenaline, where every second counts.
So now I hope you all understand what this contest is about, and that will help you to grasp all the action that is going to happen on this course. But the judging will not be up to you, dear people watching. That will be up to our judging panel here in the highest point of the park. So from left to right, we have Markus Wilke. Marcus on the right. Luka Kovic on the left. Axel Jürgens. Tom Sillens in the middle. Valeria Ward from Germany. And Igor Vukadinovic, also known as Pokey, to wrap up this panel. And on the right-hand side, I think we can see Van Homen and Hank. They'll be helping out as well, keeping track of the timing. But of course, we had a semi-final to condense to these 12 riders.
I believe the semi-final was also 2 runs, both count, so.
Yeah, so that's the main difference between finals and qualifications. So for the women's qualifications, it's 2 runs, and both of them count. So it is, you know, you really got to see what your run will consist of, but you can't bring the biggest tricks yet, or like the most, let's say, risk-daring kind of tricks.
Yeah, exactly. You have to kind of hold back a little bit and make sure you land both runs.
Because unfortunately, some of the riders that we've seen at previous podiums, for example, Miharu Ozawa did not make the cut, unfortunately, had a crash at one of our runs. And now it's time to introduce our riders with the one and only, the most famous BMX freestyle MC in the world, Zach Yankush.
Welcome to Montpellier,
Catfish.
a beautiful city in the south of France, also home to the best crowd on earth behind me. Welcome to the UCI BMX Freestyle Cup stop number 1. We're at the women's finals. Let's get right into it and let's meet our finalists. Representing Germany, Laura Lessman!
Great to see Laura back in the finals here in Montpellier.
The number 1 female BMX rider in the Netherlands, 15 years old, Jeka Stratford!
National champion and her first time in a final at the World Cups.
"16 years old, riding for Team Japan, Mio Yoshida!
The number 2 from the last World Cup stop in Sakai, Japan.
Representing Team China, 23 years old, Zhao Shuhua!
Zhao Shuhua from China.
National champion of Germany, 2-time European champion, 24 years old, riding for Team Germany, Kim Leah Mueller! "21 years old, riding for Team China, she is your defending UCI national champion, world champion, Zhao Wei-min!
Sun Sebe, the world champion, I think was a slip up from Catfish.
Sun Sebe!
Well, it's still early in the morning.
For Catfish it
21
is.
years old, representing Team China, Zhao Wei-min!
There's a lot of Chinese riders.
Yeah, 5 in total in this final. They've been absolutely dominating the last World Cups.
Representing Team China, Sun Jiaqi!
Sun Jiaqi, the vice world champion from last year in Riyadh, where China took the whole podium.
National champion of Hungary, 15 years old, Noemi Molnar!
The best style on the park.
Representing Team USA Cycling, 6-time world champion, Hannah Roberts! Representing Team China, 19 years old, Lee Sanson! And your number 1 qualifier, the youngest woman in the finals at just 14 years old, Japan national champion, Lena Shirai!
She really surprised me yesterday. She was doing candy bars.
Montpellier, these are your finalists, Fête de Bouille!
And also, you gotta listen really close when she starts riding. She has a particular song that she writes to.
We won't spoil it. I hope the DJ plays it.
On va partir sur cette
DJ Steph
finale
on the course today.
Montpellier. 12 riders. On va voir
Right, so you're going to have dropping in. Obviously, if you qualified first, you get to drop in last.
Yeah, that gives you an advantage because like you're the last rider riding, you know what all the other athletes have done, then you know what can really set your run apart from all the other athletes.
Qui étaient ici l'an passé, vous allez savoir quoi répondre. Ceux qui ont vu le film 300 aussi, vous allez savoir quoi répondre. On va essayer. Montpellier.
So I just checked. Actually, Hannah has the most Montpellier wins, 3 in total so far.
That does not surprise me at all. She has been dominating BMX on girls' side for a long time now.
So out of all the World Cups, 18 times on the podium, of which 11 wins. That's brutal. But yeah, really shows how great of an athlete that she is.
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
But of course, other contenders on the scene today.
Are we ready? Ladies and gentlemen, Montpellier, let's start this final, shall we?
It's not going to make things easy to predict.
Representing Team Germany,
But first off,
Laura Lessman.
last year not making the cut, number 14. Back here in the finals, Lara Lessman dropping in.
Let's go, Lara. Tuck her hand up and step up. So you're going to notice the layout of this park. Oh, she's going to reset. I feel like she must have got lost.
Something's off on the bike. Let's see what happens.
No, I'm not sure. So obviously it's best run count, so she can throw this away, but she may as well get some good practice in around the course because you've got no one else on there. You know, you've got the park to yourself, so get some practice in, but I'm not sure what just happened just then. I feel like she mustn't have got enough speed for something, or she felt a bit lost. Maybe she took the wrong decision, like line at the start of her run.
Yeah.
So she's just using this time to stay warm out there.
Yeah. As Zach says, using it as warm-up to get more familiar with your lines, and then maybe in that second run we will see Lara adding some tricks in those lines.
I have to talk to her about it, but I feel like she must have jumped the step up, and then maybe she was meant to take a different line, maybe into the vert wall, but she missed it and she kind of turned into the quarter maybe. Not sure, but best run count, so it's all right.
Yeah. I mean, this is BMX Freestyle, but for this type of competition, it needs to be a choreography. You need to have planned out that whole run, which tricks you're going to do on which obstacle, which line you're going to take after your last jump. So that's going to be 11 points as our first score here in this UCI BMX Freestyle.
She's also
World
dropping.
Cup.
She's dropping first as well. So you know you feel nervous. You almost make mistakes because you're so nervous. You're the first woman to drop. You set the standard. And she just made a mistake, I think, there at the start of her run.
Our next rider from Holland, national champion Jikke Schrafford, first time competing in a World Cup final at the age of 15 years old.
Good song. Not sure. She's starting. Okay, she's starting on top of the. I guess you could call it a step down or a step up. It depends which way you're going.
But that is a burly step up.
Yeah, it's huge.
So you're jumping blind. Okay, there Jikke goes off. Getting nice and high on that wall, picking up the speed to hit the middle box. Whoa, Superman. Good extension on that one. Tabletop.
I was going to say she mucked up the pedal and threw the flat there, but managed to keep it together, bar spin air. Speed, tuck no hander over the hip transfer. Little tire bars grabbing the front tire.
Oh, tail whip.
Just slipping the back foot, but that's okay. Kept it off the ground.
Can. Come on, Jikke. 20 more seconds on the clock. Picking up that speed, ready to hit that center box. Oh, double tire grab.
That's what it was. Next up there, she's getting tricks off every single jump almost. About 80% of her hits that have tricks in them, so. And this is best run count, so it's like you want to put down a solid run, you get a solid score to go with, and then in run number 2, you can kind of pick things up, maybe try something new, something that'll surprise the judges, but there's a full pull there, first one of the contest.
Her first major competition, I said, are you nervous? She looked at me, she said, absolutely.
Huge Superman.
Didn't look too nervous out there. You got awesome for a front check.
Tail whip, you can see her back foot just
but
slipping.
But not touching the ground.
Didn't touch the ground.
This was an amazing first visit to the course.
Throwing the foot over the frame, doing a can-can.
So this will be the bar.
I'd love to know who's the youngest on the field. Do we have that?
That will be between Jikke and no, it's Rena. Rena Shirai, 14 years old.
Yeah. Wow, 14. I started riding when I was 12. That's great.
But I think since she turns 15 this year, she is eligible to have a UCI number.
Oh, wow.
Mio Yoshida, the number 2 from Sakai, Japan, last year in November. She has the speed, she has the style, and the tricks, starting off with that 360 look back into a bar spin.
Wow.
All right.
Oh, tucked the bar air as well.
We're into double trick territory now.
I watched her qualifying and she did not do those tricks, so she's already pulling out bigger tricks. Oh, Superman C-grab, Indy. Speed. See where she goes, off the vert wall.
Proper run so far by Mio Yoshida. Lofty 360.
Keeping the speed.
Seconds. No hander. Maybe 1 or 2 more hits before the buzzer rings. And time for Mio Yoshida.
That was a great run. Another full pull, that's what you want to see. She obviously added tricks that she didn't do in qualifying. And, you know, it ends up being quite a long time you're out there. I actually noticed the guys getting tired yesterday during their runs because, you throw down so many tricks and then for so long. So by the end of it, you kind of got to put in the factor of getting, like, exhausted. And you see there the 360 look back to bar spin.
And something to mention for the people at home watching is the pedal stance on Mio. So she has the right foot forward, but she spins to the right as well, which makes it spinning switch, or as you say...
I say bung foot, but goofy footed, but you're actually going to see a lot of riders are goofy footed now, and it helps. You can do those look backs. And without obviously spinning the opposite way, you can do a look back, and personally I love look backs.
Yeah, and it helps having that goofy-footed stance to really wrap yourself around your bike, to click into the trick. So whenever you hear us mention clicked, it means that you do a proper rotation of yourself around the bike in a turn down or a look back. Next up will be Zhao China, being coached by Daniel Dares.
C'est parti. On commence avec un bar spin ici.
The street spine into the vert wall. See what you got on this box jump. Back with bar spin. Oh, I was going to say she might not have enough speed. Just casing the back wheel, which causes her back foot to slip off, unfortunately, but maintaining speed. 360 turn down. Pumping around the park. Topside bar spin. Just throwing the bars the same way she's turning. She's not going to have enough speed to jump the step down. X up. Trying to maintain speed. Didn't really hit, but that's all right. She can pedal into this vert wall.
Last seconds. One moment for the buzzer.
Oh, turn down. That was awesome. Wow, she really snuck that in. I'm so impressed that she managed to get enough speed to back the turn down. She must have pushed through on the box. You could see at the end she kind of didn't jump the hip, and then because she didn't jump the hip, she won't have enough speed on the vert wall. She had to get a few pedals in before the vert wall to get speed for that back flip turn down. but she landed it great. All right, here we go. Backflip bar spin, and she tagged the back wheel.
That foot drag will definitely hurt her score a little bit. Turn down 360.
So on ambient sound, as Zach mentioned, her foot dragged a bit on the landing.
Yes, you can see she pushed through. She kind of tagged a little bit, but I feel like she kind of probably anticipated that tag, and then you can absorb it. Whereas on the bar spin, she went so high, she would have just tagged, but she was not ready for it, and her foot slipped off.
Yeah, it does not. Second place for Zhao.
Very decent score for Zhao Shuhua into the 70s regions. Next up, reigning European champion. She won that jersey in Eindhoven last year. Kim Muller.
Two-time European champion, representing Germany.
Number 5 from last year.
Yeah, going into the step up. Tail whip up the step up. Keep the speed.
Tail whip up, let's go. Bar speed transfer.
Over the streets one. Oh, she pulled too early in the flare. Damn it. You can see she sat into the flare and went towards the quarter pipe too much. Luckily, it made it a lot smoother to fall.
Yeah. This is going to be, it's not going to be a throwaway run.
No,
She keeps on going, mapping the course as she goes. Oh, backflip.
Yes, Kim. 20 seconds. 20.
all 360. These are hard. That street spine is very technical to get right.
Tail whip in, all right.
Tail whip in front of the crowd.
The tail whips are locked in, the backflip as well. Now, if she cleans up that flare that she crashed on in this run, I'm sure we can get up to a score in the high 70s or low 80s regions.
Yeah, once you fall in your run, it kind of zaps your energy. You kind of roll around. You're like, oh, I know this isn't going to be the score I want. Do I still do the tricks that I had planned? Especially because you go to a standstill. So there's this tail whip air. She did alley-oop air, and then she bar spinned over this spine. Maybe she landed good, but you can see, ready? Oh, it's going to be a bad angle for this. But you can see her body kind of sits into the quarter pipe, which is sometimes is a good thing. But on that quarter, I don't think it's really steep enough to be doing that. Going a little deep on the flip, but this 360, this is technical. That's a scary spine to 360.
We're not going to see it. Maybe next time.
I'd probably take the letter.
Yeah,
block with a 360 over that spine.
Thankfully, she's got another.
And I assume that her coach will be watching as well from the other end of the world. Josh Curry watching from Australia. But now, our defending Montpellier champion and world champion, Sun Subei, wearing UCI rainbow jersey.
I actually had the whole Chinese team come out to Willy Land, and they were sending it. It was so great to watch. It's funny. They were kind of scared to jump, but then once one jumped, they all were like sending it.
It unlocked that part of them.
Yeah.
All right, Sun Subei, winner of Shanghai 24 and Montpellier 25. Will she have the bag of tricks to defend her title?
I feel like she's locked in. 360 to step up, transferring into the vert wall. 720, yes!
Oh, yes!
Coming out of the spin perfectly. She was spinning very fast. I was hoping she would like come out in time, and she executed that perfectly. Transferring down, hitting all the park. That is one of the judging criteria, is use of the park. Suicide across the street spine. That's where you just you don't tuck the bars in, you just leave them there and sit back, pinch the seat. And there's 360, bar spin to bar spin. Truck driver. Around 10 seconds to go. Flare, yes, perfect.
One more, and both wheels on the ground as the buzzer hits.
That bike looks really nice too, by the way. What a great run.
Je pense qu'elle a frappé un grand
Is that her
coup,
team?
là.
I think I can hear her team just constantly cheering
Yeah.
for her, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Déjà avec le 720.
I remember it was in Shanghai 24. She already got the best score with her first run. She was the last rider as well.
60.
Second run, it starts
Le
raining.
score à battre.
Daniel
de
Dares told her
Yoshida.
not to drop in the rain. Still
So
does it
many
and
big
smashes a
trips in her
720
first
bar
visit to
spin.
the course. Certainly deserving
Or is
of
it
that
720? I think it
rainbow
was.
jersey.
Here's this 720 right
Soon
here.
to be.
You can see how fast she's
720,
spinning.
360, 360. Two of them, one jump.
Suicide no
Suicide
hander.
no-hander, squeezing her seat with her knees to stabilize the bike. That one, double truck driver. When you throw the handlebars 2 times, we call it a double truck driver.
Just listen to Cappy. She's got perfect analysis of this run.
This flare, watch her
This
back
flare was
tire.
perfect.
Right in the
That's a
zone
big
where you
quarter
want to
too,
land,
7
so
foot
you have
quarter,
enough
probably.
momentum to keep going. This is going to be probably the highest score of the day. Yeah, it is. So far.
87.6. Well deserved.
Top of the leaderboard.
I mean, you can do that. You just drop in and do your best run. You don't have to hold back for your first run. If you want to try your best stuff, you get 2 chances at it if you start from the start.
Toutes les riders de
Back
ce
to the
premier
top of the
groupe
list.
ici viennent d'effectuer leur premier passage. On va
DJ.
remonter la liste. Et c'est maintenant
Turn
que
up the
ça se
music.
passe.
This Lara Lessman is ready to drop in.
Comme elle le souhaitait sur son
Come on,
premier
Lara.
passage.
So we're going to see here, I'm going to see where she goes at the start here. Dropping in. Right, jump. That's okay. Wait.
Keeping the speed up.
Keep going, keep going. Okay, so she's gone back to the step down.
Ooh, 1 footed X up.
I think that might be what she changed. Maybe she went to the box before accidentally. Here we go. T-bog over the hip. 1 foot X. One thing I noticed in qualifying is she jam-packed so many tricks into her run. She wanted to turn down there. That's okay, keep going. She's switching her feet. She must switch her
Yeah,
feet for...
that is something particular with Lara. She will switch her feet for turndowns.
Let's go. I know someone else that does that.
So now it's left foot forward, and then, see, now in the right foot.
Ah,
Turn
that's
down.
awesome. I do the exact same thing. It's so awkward to ride switch-footed for most people, but if you do it all the time, it works.
It works for her. Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Keep going, Lara. 3 seconds. Table. And full pull.
Lara has been on 11 podiums so far in the World Cup history. 2 wins. 1 in Osijek, Croatia in 2016. And then in Hungary, in the city of Budapest in 2017 during our FISE World Series. Oh, and let's not forget, Chengdu, China, 2018.
It's also not an easy job to make the finals here at Montpellier. You gotta land 2 solid runs just to make it here, get in the top 12, and she did that, so she's walking away in the finals, and who knows what position she's gonna get. She got a full pull. She may have missed some tricks, but she got all the way through her run, so we'll see what the score comes in at. There you go. 49.6. Currently in 5th place. Just gonna run on the bank here at Montpellier. I feel like you could just see this and you know this is Montpellier. It's going down.
I think it was last year or 2 years ago that it was the Frenchies singing the national anthem when Anthony Jean-Jean won.
Oh yeah.
That was quite the moment.
First time in the feast. First
All right, back to the Dutch national champion, Jikke Schrafford.
for BMX Amsterdam. This is Jikke Schrafford.
Let's go. Cranking at the vert wall. Oh, Superman. Kind of was a bit to the side. Oh, but cranking the table. Oh, see, it's technical. That street spine gets you. You don't want to go too far. You don't want to go too short. Oh, she's keeping it together. And quick tire grab. Tailwhip bear. Let's see if she can get both feet on. Same thing. Got it. Slip the back foot, that's all right. Keep it going. I feel like her pedals may have spun when she did the tail whip, and that's kind of why she couldn't get her feet back on properly. But she kept rolling, so that's all right.
And still, at her age, being in your first World Cup final, that is, you know, quite the accomplishment itself.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of time to get better, a lot of time to grow, and she's doing great here. She's in the finals at Montpellier. I'd say one of the hardest comps to get in the finals for.
I was talking with her mom earlier on yesterday, and she told me that Jikke actually sparked a whole like a new group of riding at BMX Amsterdam. So the club that she's in, so she got all these other girls to get a BMX bike themselves, having their own sessions at the compound.
Having a look here at the slow-mo bar spin air. Oh, she's grabbing her brakes. That's what happened. So she did a bar spin and she grabbed her brake cable, so she had to rearrange her hands. And then you see her pedal spun there on the tail whip, which affected her feet getting on, but managed to roll away from this run.
So for 15 years old,
there you go. Bettering her score, 60-60.
Put her in 4th place with a 60.60. That'll do it for the Netherlands. Jikke Stratford.
Well done, Jikke. Well done.
I can see the wind blowing fairly decently right now, so that could be playing an effect on the girls here on the course.
It's one of the elements here in Montpellier at the river.
Especially if you're throwing a Superman, because you need the bike to stay straight. And if you're throwing a Superman and the wind hits the bike, it might turn. That's why it gets a little bit awkward.
Yeah, and you don't want your cape to going to be really Superman.
Yeah, I got you, Joe. All right, Mio. She was busting a Superman also, but choosing different tricks here in the finals. Yes, 360 look back. Crank. Whoa!
Oh, Mio!
I think she was going for a big Superman C-grab air. Oh, it was huge. That's why she maybe chose to do a little less on the box, because she knew what was coming. She wanted to be ready for that Superman C-grab air. Could have been at India as well. I'm not sure. She missed the seat, unfortunately, coming off, but she's all right. She's back up and back on the bike. But I think she might be waving this one away. It was quite a big crash.
That could have been a trick to get you on podium.
100%. I mean, that's huge. It's blown our mind. So if the judges saw that as well, it's going to blow their mind as well. Not many. I haven't seen many girls doing Superman C-grab airs. Tucked her hander. That street spine. I want to see this 3 look back. Boom. Clicked. I'd claim that as clicked. And here we go. Yeah. Pedaling in. You see. Oh. She went so big. I'm not sure if you meant to go that high, but I think her body position maybe was a little bit too far back. She kind of missed the seat on the Superman, and better to bail than try and throw it underneath you.
And we're keeping that score from our first run, the 80.6 for Miyo Yoshida, the vice champion of Sakai.
And we are ready with our next rider, run number 2. Doing it for Team China. Put your hands together for Zhao Shuhua!
Let's go. Good song. I was watching the semis yesterday, and the music was so good I couldn't help but dance.
You know, it adds the extra element to your run.
Oh, 100%.
Most riders pick their own songs.
First points in, bar spin over the small
If she
box.
picked this song, I'm very impressed. Here we go, over the box. First jump, backward bar spin. So smooth this time.
Tire grab.
Keeping it smooth, what we like to see. Boost in the vert wall again. 360 turn down. And she like dipped it in to the landing there.
30 seconds. Turn down.
Cranking the turn down air. I'm liking that she's keeping this really smooth. And that's why she's able to maintain speed, because if she lands near the top of the ramps, it gives her the most speed here. We'll see how she goes. Maybe last trick right here. Backflip, turn down again. I mean, that was great. She missed, so she didn't slip the foot on the flip bar. Yeah, very good. She landed smooth on all her jumps. She only had a few, like, what do you call it? Like no trick airs. So only a few.
Yeah, blank jumps.
Yeah, blank jumps.
Which is all right if you need to pick up your speed again.
I mean, she's maintaining speed. That's the most important part. Flip bar spin over the box, landing smooth. This turn down, nice and cranked.
Perfect landing, nice and high.
This turn down air was so snapped. We'd like to see. And this pushing through. I'm really impressed with how much she could push through. You can tell that she doesn't quite get as much speed as the start of her run for the backflip, but she's managed to push through the ramp, so she kind of sits down and uses her momentum to push forward and still turn down in that backflip. 75.60, putting her in third place at the moment. We've still got a lot of ladies to go.
Next up, Kim Lea Müller, number 5 from last year here in Montpellier.
Okay, I want to see her land this flare. She's got to not push into the ramp so much, but it's a fine line. Here we go, tail whip, smooth this time. Alley-oop air, so she's spinning the opposite direction. She's traveling. Here we go, choosing not to bar spin, that's okay. And she needs this flare, she did it again.
Oh!
Gosh.
Taking a seat on top of that quarter pipe.
Come on.
Come on, Kim.
Keep it going.
Put up a show for the people of Montpellier.
Rebate?
Come on,
Get
come
a
on.
rebate?
Get it.
Yeah, she's going to start from where she fell off, jumping that street spine. We're going to see another big backflip, maybe. Let's see. Louis just jumping. You know, once you fall over, it's like, it's just, should I risk it? You know, when I know my score's not going to be what I want. She came off of that flare. I honestly, if she had pegs on, she could have done a flare to double peg stall, just saying.
Ooh.
It's not what she was after, but...
Maybe something for tomorrow's Dave Murrah best trick competition.
Tail whip, yeah, I know, right? So here we go. We're going to get a better look at this flare. You can see she's sitting into the ramp a lot.
Yeah.
It's weird because I watch Josh flare, and when he flares, he goes too far out sometimes, and she's going too far. I mean, he goes too far into the ramp, sorry.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe she was going for best trick.
Sometimes when that happens,
Flare ice.
So she's okay.
I'm glad she got out of that good, though, because that becomes dangerous, especially if you're going to land on the coping. It becomes quite dangerous. But she's going to get a 48.0.
I think she said alles gut to her coach. It's all good in German.
UCI
She is okay with it.
Champion, 21 years old, representing Team China. This is Sun Sebe!
As I said, China dominating the podium in Riyadh last year. Sun Sebe on top, Sun Jiaqi with the silver, and Fan Shaotong claiming the bronze during the World Championships there in Saudi Arabia. Which is also going to be the location of this year's World Championship as well, if all goes right in that region.
I love her gloves. They're like the Chinese flag. She has the same start to her. When she goes to start, she always does the same thumbs up. It's pretty epic. It's
Ready?
tough to step up. Oh, 720, she's kind of off.
Yes!
Man, is she good at that trick.
She was kind of dipping to the side. Oh! She hit the step up. First girl to hit the step up that I've seen so far. That is no joke. You cannot see the landing on that. It's completely blind. Tabletop over the head.
Halfway through the run.
Pushing through, that's good. That's good, keeping speed. She put down such a solid run that she can kind of go for it on this second run to try get that higher score. 360 bar spin the street spine.
10 seconds.
Last seconds. One more banger trick, the flare.
There it is.
And a nice cheeky 270 to wrap up Sudsabe's.
Great run.
Yeah.
Daniel Dares.
And the step up that you mentioned, that is something that the judges will have seen as well, and you know they will keep that into account for the points.
I mean, you see her, she was just standing next to it. It's pretty much nearly head height. So the hardest part is like you want to jump over it, but you also can't jump too long because you go so deep. That was a beautiful 360 tuck no hander. This 720, I thought she was going a bit forward, but landed perfectly. Both wheels here, the suicide over the step up. That's beautiful. Transferring to the step down. This 360 truck over the box. She also did it over the street spine, which is gnarly. So when I say street spine, basically it's two ramps that they're exactly the same, but they have about 2 meters apart from each other. So it makes it hard because there's two takeoffs and you're not landing into a landing per se. It's kind of two steep ramps, which makes it hard to land perfectly.
All smiles from your current UCI World Champion, Sudsabe.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's probably going to be a better score because she hit that step up.
Definitely. Regarding park use, that will be an extra point here and there.
Interesting to see. Kind of setting the standard maybe for the next 6 girls. There it is, 88.90.
88.90.
So
she gets to go sit and chill, wait, watch, and hope.
So
a few more extra points on that score.
Really close to breaking that 90-point barrier. 90.4. But we still have 6 more riders that are ready to fire all cylinders. We're gonna give them a bit of warm-up. And during that warm-up, we will show you some of the highlights of this first heat of these 6 riders. But currently on top is our reigning world champion and last year's Montpellier winner, Sudsabe. Let's go, right?
hop into our top 6 qualifiers.
And welcome back
When these
to
6
FISE
women are
Montpellier
done riding,
2026,
we're gonna have ourselves
the finals of the
2026
UCI BMX Freestyle
female
Park World
BMX
Cup
Freestyle
in
World
the
Cup
women's category. We just wrapped up our first heat of riders. Second heat will be coming up any minute now, as we're checking the views here of the Riverless and the FISE World Festival grounds. So current standings: Sun Sebei on top, our reigning Montpellier champion from last year, Mio Yoshida in second, and Zhao Shuhua in third. But 6 more riders coming up.
And they were the top qualifiers, so expect some big tricks and some, maybe hopefully seeing some more girls hit that step up. You've seen the judges rewarded it, so this is the thing. If you go after, you get to see what the judges are rewarding, and that's the advantage you get.
First up will be Weiming Zhao from Team China. Not competing last year here in Montpellier. So this could be her first time to claim a spot on the podium. Oh, that will be up to Zhao and her 60 seconds here on the Nissan Park. Dropping in, starting off with that truck driver, the 360 bar spin combination. Dropping into the deep end, hitting that street spine, backflip, turn down.
I love that these Chinese women are including turn downs into their runs. And there you go, truck driver over that street spine. That's so technical. Hitting UCI Park on that huge landing of the step up. Whoa! Oh my gosh, I was going to say that was so fast. 3 bar spins and a 360.
A triple truck driver, 3 rotations of the handlebars while spinning that 360.
Oh, I can't believe how quick she just did that. I thought she had a little bit, not enough speed actually. I was going to say is she had a little amount of speed. She had to push through to do the 360 to make it across. But that means that she had to rush the triple bar spin. So I thought maybe she was only going to do 2, but to see her sling the 3rd, it's impressive. Hopefully we get a replay on that. But here, there's a 360 with 1 bar spin.
There's that truck driver.
Yes, backflip, turn down.
Backflip. I like that she does the turn down as she's flipping.
It's another truck
great look,
driver.
that's a single truck driver. Throwing the
See how hard it is
handlebars
to
one time,
land
but here,
smooth. Here we go. You
watch
see,
the
she
bar.
pushes through. 1, 2, 3.
Three.
You can see, oh my gosh, she only just missed that.
So close.
You could see she had to rush it so much. She almost didn't get her hand on before she landed. And then actually her foot slipped off. I feel like that's because her body position was in the wrong spot to land.
But I think Zhao could be on her way back to the 2023 levels, because in that year she got the bronze medal in Glasgow at World Championships, and then she also won the World Cup stops here in Montpellier and also the one in Brussels after.
And we're ready for another one of the incredible
But first to
riders
Sun
representing
Jiaqi.
Team China. This is Sun Jiaqi,
Winner of the stop in 2022 on the Gold Coast. And your FISE World Champion. So you know we are in for a spectacle run.
Here we go. A lot of the girls starting off with this step up. Double tail whip. Wow.
No games. 5 seconds.
Starting
in.
off with a huge trick backflip bar spin over the box. Nice big air on that quarter pipe. 1 foot X up.
One-footed X up is what that trick's called. First one of those we've seen today.
Huge on the vert wall. 360 tail whip. Oh, she's riding so smooth as well.
60 tail whip. Perfect execution.
She's only putting pedals in where she needs them as well. It's important for the judges cranking at this transfer across.
Oh, nice X up.
We call that a channel. Tail whip over the street spine. That is hard to do, to get precise.
The Chinese squad cheering her on.
Backflip, huge.
For the crowd under 10 seconds.
That was a boosted backflip. 3 seconds. Time for one more. Wow. That was huge. To start off with a double tail whip on that step up is it's a statement. And then to go through the rest of the run flawlessly, I think this is going to be a good score.
I mean, Sun Jiaqi is giving Sun Tzu-Bei a run for her money.
That double tail whip. You can see she caught cranks but just kept her feet pinched together. Rolled away, and this backflip bar spin at height.
Throwing that double whip to start. That's a big roll.
360 tail, but I forgot about this. Look how smooth she landed.
She got that out of the way, and then she just kept going.
She had plenty of airtime.
She did.
It seemed as if she has time for one more trick after that 360 tail whip.
I mean, yeah, she does. And that the tail whip over the street's fine. This maybe, I think maybe she wanted some more in that, but I mean, it was a huge backflip.
Done and dusted for Jiaqi.
She's hitting the channel gap too. Good use of park. She didn't hit the step up, but I feel like she definitely had the tricks. Well, that was a little secret handshake I think I just seen there with Daniel Diaz. Pinky touch. Oh, there you go. There you see it's 84.80. I feel like she had the tricks, but maybe
There's one more up her sleeve, definitely.
Yeah, and you can kind of tell she wanted more in that backflip, so she has room.
Orion. This one right here, Noemi Molnár from Hungary, 15 years old, being coached by James Jones.
15 years old, that's crazy.
Coming in hotter than a bowl of hot goulash.
There's a tout to start things off.
I mean, watch the style and the speed on her.
Oh, 360 bar spin to can. Oh, that was a beautiful table. So she 360 through the bars in a 360 motion and then through the front foot over the frame. Another truck driver to the box. Back and forth on this box and street spine. See where she goes now. Oh, streets. Oh no, she gets a nice table.
Nice and flat.
Step down. It's good. Jumping down at the whole thing. Tail bear.
Yes.
Beautiful. 10 seconds to go.
Come on. One more hit. Another one.
There we go. This hip's gonna be the last one. Bar spin. Nice.
And that was within the 60 seconds from Noemi Molnár.
So I really like that she used a lot of the park. Obviously, she got over onto that step up landing.
Years old,
Did a nice tabletop.
Hungary national champion.
I'd like to see what this is
woman
gonna do.
is going
Obviously,
to be a big
she had some big
star in the
tricks.
world of BMX. We called it last
Maybe not as
year.
big as the Chinese
She has
riders,
so
but
much talent. One of the
she
things
had
that
so
is,
much
in my opinion, that separates
style,
Dono from a lot of
amplitude,
riders. She ain't
and use of
scared.
park.
She is not scared.
I want to see
go
this again.
back
360
or
bar
go
spin
win.
to
Great
can.
combo right there. Truck driver to can. The second truck driver, I think she was looking for
She
a
has some
double
wide
truck
bars.
possibly.
They have some wide bars.
That's the time to spin with her. Look where you're jagging.
Is this table?
And just
Great.
everything about her riding,
Hope someone got the photo.
her mental state, how she looks at BMX.
Tail bear,
She is going to be a big, big name.
and then
Great catch.
Yeah, with
Carved
that
over.
quarter pipe.
I like to use the park. I feel like it was
Awesome first run.
original.
But if you know,
Stood out.
you know that she
We'll
definitely
see.
has more in the tank.
It was only last year that she started competing on the World Cup level.
From Budapest, Hungary.
There she got her UCI license and taking the scene by storm at the European Championships. Straight to the second spot on the podium. And then in Shanghai last year, the bronze medal for Noemi Molnár.
I'm curious what she was going to do over the box. She did do 2 truck drivers. The first one had an extra combo with it, but then I think maybe she was looking for more because you don't want to repeat tricks too much, especially in the finals. The judges, they have to judge everything. You know, you got to think about every little thing, every little detail.
But I think one of the criteria they will absolutely be appreciated by the judges in Noemi's riding is that style and that speed.
Yeah, and she had variety too. So there you go, 80.20. Only just out of the podium positions.
Yeah, but I have the feeling she hasn't fired all cylinders yet.
No.
There's still something extra with Noemi.
And there's more to come as well with these three ladies that qualified in third, second, and first. First up, we've got Hannah Roberts. Don't blink, because she was holding back in qualifiers, I could tell. Kind of looked like she was doing a warm-up run in qualifiers, so I'm excited to see this.
22 times on a World Cup podium.
They got Catfish's favorite song. That should help. Truck driver, the street spine landing perfectly. Backflip turn now.
Yes.
Oh, no, she turned to the right. She's going to use it to her advantage. Doesn't even, I don't know if she meant to turn to the right there, but she made it look like she did.
Yeah.
She meant it.
But she got back into her line. Oh, wall ride popping back into the quarter pipe. Hannah Roberts picking up that speed. Nice stretch, no-hander.
Lots of time, 20.
I wonder if she meant that, because if you didn't mean that, you kind of lost. It's okay, keep going, Hannah. Don't stop. Oh, she hurt her ankle. I did see her limping a little bit during practice. She came limping into the right area, just where she's standing. So maybe that's kind of messing with her a bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was during, it was probably during the case that she rolled her ankle. Sometimes you like squish the top of your ankle.
Again, when we talk about casing, that's
I mean, the human body has to endure so much in these runs. It is not a sport for the faint of heart.
Well, the problem is, too, if you already have an injury, she didn't even fall, but you don't need a fall to agitate an injury that might be already there.
Jamie Bestwick from the ambient sound telling her to let it go.
I mean, you wouldn't have guessed that she has an injury at the moment, but she was landing everything smooth, and she got this backflip turn out, just over-rotated slightly, but she made it look like she meant it, to be honest. The flare was huge. But then maybe she got a little lost because, I don't know if she meant to do that, like turn to the right and hit that quarter, and then she got not enough pump on that wall there, and then she cased the step up. So the case on the step up was definitely what has injured her foot. But hopefully we see her back for run number 2.
Okay.
You do some magic on that ankle.
C'est dommage, c'était bien parti pour Alain Robert.
Some quick magic.
La petite douleur à la cheville, on espère la revoir pour son deuxième run.
All right.
On est ready, on est prêt à partir. On va du côté de la Chine.
Two more riders to go in these first runs of the second heat.
Second highest qualifying rider, Lei Shanshan. But still, that score to beat, to jump to the top of the podium, is at 88.90 by Sun Sebei, starting off with that tail whip into the lower section. Ready to hit the street spine with that backflip bar spin. A bit of an over-rotation on that one.
And it kind of looked like her bar spin got caught on her lap, on her leg actually, so it's okay, she's still rolling. Oh my goodness, she went so high on the vert wall. Plenty of speed for this 3-whip. Landing so smooth, it boosts in the quarter. Tail whip, street spine. Step down. Line up this quarter. Huge tail whip there.
That cassette is buzzing. Like a swarm of feral bees.
Oh, she's a bit low on this vert wall.
Oh, bit of a hang up.
It's okay.
Keeps it going, keeps on pumping.
You can tell, oh, she's gonna tail whip. You interesting choice there, but got it dialed. She knew she only had a few seconds left, so that was kind of the last trick she was going to get in.
From my point of view, that looked improvised.
Yeah,
That was not on the planning.
she had already done it in a run, but she was running out of time, so what are you going to do? Just
Big
chuck
twist
another
there
one.
with a couple close calls there as well.
Hopefully we see that backflip bar spin you're going to see. She kind of got a bar caught on her leg. So tail whip, landing smooth.
Start things off, tail whip.
Here, bar spin. Oh, yep, you've seen it. I don't know if you've seen it. It got caught on her front leg.
Almost like a bus driver through those bars so slow.
Beautiful 360 tail whip.
Great landing.
So this is the first tail whip over the street spine.
Tail whip over the small box.
Tail bear.
Another
That was
great looking
huge, that tail
whip.
bear.
Perfect catch with the pedals.
And this, she maybe wanted more. That was after she landed really low
This was a little bit hectic here. Tail whip.
on the vert wall. There you can see. Yeah, I don't know, like,
That was an awesome
okay
run
there.
for your number 2 qualifier.
well, there you see, like, the judge is going to see.
Waving to the crowd.
I guess it's going to affect your
Will that be
variety of
enough
tricks. If you're doing
to
two of the
knock
same
her
trick on
teammate
the
out
same
of that
obstacle,
number 1 spot.
they might be doxing you there.
Currently
80.80.
in first place.
A great score. I mean, putting her straight into third place. So that tail whip probably did it.
0.3, so she's in third place.
That 0.2 of a score to
As we prepare
take away
for
third
our
place.
number 1 qualifier.
I bet you that tail whip got her into that third place position.
She's the
Oh,
youngest
do you hear
woman
it?
in this
Yeah,
competition,
listen closely.
18 years old.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Yes, you are. Now,
Oh, Rena's going to be putting up a show.
Let's go.
And I really hope she's going to do that one trick that we've been talking about.
well,
360 candy
she
bar!
threw something after it. I think there was another trick after that. We're going to have to see the replay wall right across. Back from up to step up.
Let's go, Lena.
Oh, she's pedaling a lot. Here we go. Getting a lot of speed. Oh, that was a one-hand X up. Oh, I thought she was going for a bar spin. That's all right. Bar spin across the street spine.
And the people of Montpellier are getting hyped on Rena's riding.
Oh, transfer across. I haven't seen that transfer yet.
Dancing around the course.
She's using the park very well. She's got 10 seconds left. Can she get over this box? Oh, it's a can toe grab. Yeah, you got it.
And time. Such an action-packed run.
I don't think we've commented on the outfit, but what an outfit to be riding in.
I want that shirt.
I want the skirt. That was epic. I'm really excited to see these replays. I think there's some things that were hard to see. I hope the judges got to see them, and I hope they get to see the replays because there were some things that were hard to not miss. So here we go. There's an X up.
That's a classic.
Here we go. So 360 candy bar. Can. I told you.
Triple trick combination.
There, the one-handed X up 360 that scared us. We thought we've been seeing so many bar spins, so you just expect a bar spin. This, a transfer candy bar. What a good name. So throwing the leg over the front bar, the top bar of the handlebar. And this, I almost thought her foot got caught.
Bringing it back out.
Tell you what, if Rena wins this World Cup, you're going to be competing in the best trick in that skirt.
She's a top qualifier. I'm not going to accept that. There's like a great chance I'm going to be in a skirt if I say yes to that.
In Sakai, Japan.
I love this. I love this run. I've never seen someone do a 360 candy bar to can. So
I think that's a first for
so much
FISE.
originality. Doing the transfer from the step-up landing over to the box and throwing a candy bar in
But
it.
in Japan, R is pronounced L. It confused me for a while too. Lena.
Lena.
This is a hard one to judge. It's hard, but it depends what you go on. Like, are we going on originality? I think that was one of the most original runs I've ever seen.
Your current leader, Sun Sabe.
Did it have the amplitude? I think so. Difficulty of tricks can be argued. So we'll see what the score comes back at. I mean, also, like, where? Is she going to be in the 90s? You know, if they do think that this is a better run, is this a 90s run?
In the hot seat right now, Lena Shirai.
6 more runs to go.
First time competing at a World Cup.
You speak Japanese, what was she saying? I want to know what she was saying.
So yeah, the competition is on. Now Sunsabe already competed in the first heat, so she cannot improve on that score anymore. So it will be up to the 5 other riders in this heat to give Lena Shirai a run for her money. Wow.
You can't count any women in this top 6 though out, because all it takes is one solid run with your best tricks. I'm sure everyone has tricks that can surprise the judges. Here we go. Truck driver over the step up, landing smooth. Backflip turn down, landing perfectly. It's good, you can notice when someone gets a really good pull. Oh, no,
over-rotated,
that's what I was saying.
The tire burped off the rim.
Damn it, I'm sure, I mean, that shows just how technical that street spine can be. You don't realize that from our point of view, you can see the takeoff, you can see the landing, but if you're looking at her now, the ramps are higher than your head. So when you're riding at the ramp, you don't see the landing. You have to just have knowledge of the course and know the feeling of how fast you're going to anticipate where you're going to land. And unfortunately, she maybe pushed through too much and landed flat and over-rotated. But you can see here she's landing so smooth. And she didn't need to pedal as much into the box because she landed so smooth. There she's landing again, but maybe because she landed so smooth, she didn't realize she was going so fast. 360 too flat, over-rotated. Glad she's all right, because that was a pretty big crash.
So that'll be her throwaway run number 1.
Did you take a closer look at it at her ribs? I think it was from carbon.
I mean, maybe. They held up. The tires just didn't hold up. But
it's new evolution that we've been seeing, and then more and more in park riding.
I've got carbon rims. They work good. As long as they don't have a chip in them, they work perfectly fine.
Next up, Sun Jiachi. Has not been on a FISE podium yet, a FISE Montpellier podium. Had the bronze in Shanghai 24. And gold in the Gold Coast. Oh, starting off with that double tail whip.
So you can see she already had the trick in her first jump. Backflip tail whip! So good. Oh, yes, so good. That was so clean. 1-footed X up.
The battle is still on for that first place here in Montpellier.
360 double tail whip!
Oh, yes, and she gets it.
That's okay, that's okay. Gain speed.
Come on, keep it going.
She traded speed for that huge trick. She is throwing down right now. She just needs to finish off this run. Over the channel gap, X up. That's it, pump.
Keep it going smooth.
Over the street spine. Landed smooth. Here we go. Back over the box. Back with X up. This is so good right now.
Come on. Last seconds.
Huge tricks. She just needs to finish this off. Put a full stop on it right now. No! Why?
Hold up, Ryan. This crash
I know,
might have been after the buzzer.
I know, but why did I say that? I feel like a full stop on it, and yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't count, but it's still like, it's just a bad view for the judges, you know?
It will be up to the head judge. What I saw last year in Sakai was another rider crashing right after the buzzer.
Then I saw a nod from the head judge to the other judges telling him it was out the time limit.
Okay, so, but look at this. Like, so many big tricks. Backflip tail whip perfectly. And then this 360 double tail whip. She landed, a bit swirly, but pulled it together. And then still this backflip X up. So many big tricks on the boxes. I'm glad they didn't play that, but it's like, it's just such an incredible run, and then to fall off on the hip, it's just unfortunate, but we'll see if it affects the score, you know, like, is it enough to get up there? I would love to hear if they're going to count that. Oh! 85.60.
So that crash has affected
It definitely did.
her score.
It definitely did. Unfortunately, but I mean, she's still in third place. After watching that, I feel like she's got some best tricks. Maybe she does best trick tomorrow.
Run number 2 for the national champion of Hungary. This is Noemi Molnar.
Noemi Molnar ready to boost all over the course here.
Let's go, no.
Let's go, no. Starting off with that tail whip. Picking up the speed, ready to hit the street spine. Nice truck driver. Nice and high. Transfer, bar spin to X up.
Let's see what she's got. Over the box again. Wow, she must just feel like she doesn't have enough speed to get the combos in. But this tail whip.
30 seconds down.
Yes, beautiful table there.
Hopping back into that quarter out of the wall ride.
Yes. I love that. A lot of the girls they've just been rolling. Oh, that's okay. Get your feet back on the pedals. Don't give up. Don't give up.
No. One or two more hits. Can.
3,
2,
Nice.
1, and time for Nono.
So as I was saying, now that step down, a lot of the girls are just rolling it. And you see her just there, bar spin. She jumped the whole thing and bar spin down it, which is important to the score. She had, I feel like she wanted a little bit more on the box jump tricks. But it was all so smooth. See here, 360 bar spin. Maybe her feet floated off the pedals a little bit there. Bar spin. X up, tail whip, the street spin as well. This table was beautiful.
Ça c'est un très beau tabletop avec les genoux bien collés. Parfaite exécution. Attention pour le score.
She's gonna get a better score, 80.20. Good enough for 6 at the moment.
We're keeping that score from the first run.
Oh, we are? Oh, my bad, sorry. I read the wrong score.
Allez, on est prêt à partir. Cathy, je vous l'ai dit.
Next up,
Elle est 6 fois championne du monde.
6-time world champion.
You can see the flag behind her as well.
Je veux un putain de vacarme pour Anna Roberts.
Well, dropping in is in the rider's hands. If there's some gust of wind, I'm gonna give him a bit of a minute.
See if she can push through that ankle injury.
Yeah.
Let's go, Anna.
Just switch off the pain for 1 minute. Come on, Hannah. There's a truck driver.
C'est parti.
See what she got on this box jump. Backflip turn down.
Yes.
Landing smoother this time. Bar spin air, so she's already taking a different line. There we go. I like that she does the wall ride, so she's not just, she's kind of like jumping into the wall ride, and then the flare across the channel!
Yeah.
Yes!
Come
Keep
on,
going,
Hannah. Push on through.
That's it, get the speed back.
Push through that ankle.
Only a few girls hit the channel, and she flared it. Tuck no hand to 360. Last spin. Next up. Keep going. Got 15 seconds, Hannah. Finish this off. Tail whip.
Yes,
That's it.
one final push. Bar spin. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Well done, Hannah. Especially, she is riding with an injury. She's done a great job there. She put down a solid run. She flared the channel gap. I think that's one of the biggest tricks I've seen so far in this competition.
United States has ever produced.
Will it be enough to get her back onto the podium?
We'll have to see. So that backflip turn down. So she landed. She sat down, but she didn't turn right this time. So she got a few extra tricks in this new line that she took. This, the flare over the channel gap. Perfect.
Spotting the landing.
Only a few riders have been doing that this
360
week.
tuck no hander.
Look at a 360 tuck no hander.
Tail whip.
Such awesome tail whip.
Beautiful. Straight into another bar spin air as well. So
Will that be enough to crack into that top 3?
let's see what this looks like.
Lena Shirai.
So she needs.
Right. I think you might be a bit biased, that guy, but right up at Team USA, Bryce Tryon. So let's see what the score is.
Courts a beat from Lena Shirai was 89.6, and currently on the podium, Sun Sebe with 88.9 and Sun Jachi with 80.2. So she needs higher than 80.2 to jump onto the podium. Last year, bronze as well for Hannah Roberts.
Ooh, 85.86.
Third place with an 85.86.
So you're seeing she had some big tricks, right? But she also didn't hit the step up or that side of the skate park, so that is a factor. So she had some big tricks, but maybe that's what played into the score. But doing that all on an injured ankle.
We're ready.
Well
Run
done,
number
Hannah.
1 was a doozy for this woman.
Oh.
Let's see what she's got.
Lei
in run
Shanshan.
number 2. Currently in second place.
I was gonna say, oh, well, that's Hannah's definitely got a third place. No?
Not yet.
Don't we have 2 riders left?
No, because Lei is currently sitting in 6th.
My bad. Wait, no, he's just, I think Catfish she said second. Oh, well.
That's it. Starting off with that tail whip up the step up. Here we go.
Oh, no!
No!
Oh, she looks kind of in pain.
Yeah. Oh no, she's walking it off.
She's all right.
Props to her, Lei Shanshan.
So I'm going to say that you kind of have to nosedive. And, well, this is my opinion. When I do backflip tail whip, sometimes if you do it too fast, it kind of turns your body.
Everybody's got their own unique style of doing tricks.
And that's kind of what happened there. I feel like she rotated really fast. And she not only over-rotated, but she kind of turned, so she couldn't roll away. We're going to see that. Nice tail whip, up the step up.
Caught it.
You're going to see here. So she pulled really hard. Quick tail whip caught, but that kind of turned her body. You can kind of see there.
A little bit sideways.
So just couldn't
Just
pull it through.
Another look at that leg movement. Oh, she almost had it.
She almost had it.
Yeah.
She's all right.
Too much power.
I'm glad she's all right, though.
She could have mixed things up on the podium,
Ah, yes, you're all right.
but now that podium will be written in stone. Hannah Roberts in 3rd, Sun Sebe in 2nd, and our winner of this FISE World Series stop in Montpellier, Lena Shirai, who will also be having a victory lap.
She's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
And we're living in it.
Oh, she's not gonna. It ain't a victory lap. She wants to. She wants to put a full stop on it.
Let's not spoil that. Ladies and gentlemen, your FISE World Series winner on her victory lap, Lena Shirai.
She's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Perfect. Again, execution on that 360 can bar to can. All right. Oh, she had like a little nosedive. Oh!
Backflip. Oh! Come on, keep the Barbie show going. First time competing in a World Cup, first time in the finals, and she takes the win back home to Japan.
Oh, it's all right. Come on, let's just relax. Though we've got the win. You know, I get nervous when.
Oh, I mean, it's those trick combinations that got her the win, Lena Shirai.
You know what's cool? It's kind of like KP, Kevin Perazzi. You know, she's got a smile on her face while she's riding, and you can't help but watch and just.
And the different bag
joy.
of tricks as well. She's not going for the classic bar spin and whip combinations. She's doing the candy bars, the cans, tire grabs, some completely different from what we would expect from a World Cup podium.
FISE Montpellier champion.
And it's obviously paid off here in Montpellier. She also had to transfer over from the step-up landing into the box. I think that's a huge thing. The girls that touched the that side of the park, I feel like it helped their score a lot.
What a joy to commentate at these events, seeing new talents rise.
I reckon that was better than the first one she did. And here, she just didn't have enough speed. You could tell she kind of nosedived when she wall rided across the quarter before that jump. So she didn't have quite as much speed. And that's why she hung up there. That was beautiful. Can tire grab. I feel like I see Rim doing that trick, so
Yeah.
maybe kind of motivated, just a motivation from Rim to just, you know, have your own style. And it paid off here.
Final standings at this first stop of the UCI BMX Freestyle World Cup Series. Hannah Roberts claiming the third place on the podium. In second, Sun Sabe. And winner, her first time at a World Cup and her first time claiming the gold, Lena Shirai from Japan. Japan claiming yet another win in the World Cup. Last season in Sakai, it was Miharu who claimed the win.
The podium, please.
And now it's Lena defending the Japanese honor. So we're getting the podium ready. And now, since this is a World Cup, we will be given points as well. And so here at the first stop, current ranking. But of course, in 2 months' time, we will be heading to the USA for our next World Cup stop in Birmingham, Alabama. Have you ever been in Alabama?
Alabama. I love your American accent when you said that. I have been to Alabama.
Any recommendations?
Oh, mate, I was probably on tour, so I don't remember it that well.
Well, let's watch the highlights of the finals. And now, after a close to 10-year hiatus, we will be heading back to the USA with a BMX Freestyle World Cup. We will be heading to Alabama, to the city of Birmingham, not to be confused with Birmingham in the UK. And that will be the next up of our FISE World Series, where we will feature BMX Freestyle, but also tons of other sports. And of course, we have a beautiful teaser for that one as well.
Made all the way across the pond, the beautiful United States of America. We're sitting right now in the Mile High City.
UCI BMX Freestyle World Cup Women's Elite. Stop #1 here at FISE. There were some thrills, there were some spills, and we've got ourselves a new champion in 2026 here at the Montpellier stop. Let's meet our podium, shall we? In third place, from Team USA, Hannah Roberts.
Roberts back on the podium.
She just blinded herself.
In second place,
Hey, even bronze can
representing
shine.
Team China, Sun Bei.
Getting to second from the first heat as well. Just keeping it together.
And your champion here at stop #1 of the UCI BMX Freestyle World Cup in Montpellier, France. From Japan, Lena Shirai!
Always with that Barbie in hand. I love
The
it.
#1 qualifier, the youngest woman in the finals at just 14
She really
years
embraces
old.
the Barbie lifestyle.
What a finals it was. Ladies and gentlemen of Montpellier, faites du bruit for our riders!
That we make some noise.
Plus de bruit que ça, Montpellier, on veut vous entendre!
I think Rim might have a Ken doll coming up in the men's final.
And I really hope that seeing this inspires other girls, because like oftentimes we get the image that, you know, BMX is a macho sport, a man's dominated sport, but then we have Lena, you know, rocking her pink gear, her Barbie. Anything's possible. This is freestyle.
Yeah, it's an art form, you know, you just go out there and express yourself on the bike, and that's what these girls do. So hopefully it inspires girls to just, you know, pave your own path. I feel like that's what Rena's done. She's standing out from the crowd. You can tell that she gets the score for the originality. And don't get me wrong, she has the technical tricks, but she has so much originality. She brings her own style, and it shines.
How did you feel to win your first major competition?
We have an interview.
Translation.
めっちゃ楽しかったし、いろんな人に見てもらえて嬉しかったです。
She had a very fun at the competition, and she was happy to perform in front of so many crowds here.
That's amazing. Gentlemen, one more time for your champion, Lena Shirai.
Lena Shirai, our first World Cup, first world podium and first place. Let that sink in. Now, what a ride and what a performance and an absolute statement. Lena Shirai, remember the name, because she'll be hearing it for a long, long time. Massive thank you to our judges, our athletes, and every single person involved. Now, we are not done yet, though. The men's finals are coming up, and trust me, after what we just witnessed, the bar has been raised. I was Aegon. I want to thank Ryan as well, Ryan Williams.
Thanks
we'll
for
be
being
seeing
here.
you later on.